On March 22, 2007, the public celebrated the 27th Annual Governor's Arts Awards. A program of the Nevada Arts Council and the Governor's Office, these prestigious awards celebrate the arts in Nevada and those that facilitate its success. 8 individuals and organizations were honored for artistic achievement and service to the arts. This year, the awards took place at the University of Nevada, Reno, and included a poetry reading and performances from Mexico Vivo, Rainbow Company Ensemble, Nevada Ballet Theater, and Mile High Jazz Band. This year, the event took on a greater meaning as the Nevada Arts Council celebrated its 40th anniversary and 40 years of arts in Nevada.
Congratulations on your 27th Annual Governor's Arts Awards. This recognition of the arts, of artists, of leaders who help the arts thrive is critical. Sometimes wonderfully important art and visionary artists are our best kept secret in America. Awards like these tonight are tangible reminders of the treasures that are all around us. To have them linked to the governor, the chief elected officer of the state, is all the more empowering. Art is important. Art is important to the lives of every American. We have 50,000 nonprofit arts organizations in America today. Audiences are at an all-time high. And despite a lot of bad news, there's more money being invested in the arts in America today than ever before. And the Wall Street Journal has declared America a nation of culture. So it must be true. One of their big indicators was U.S. consumption of red table wine is up 150%.
The award ceremony began with Gailmarie Pahmeier receiving the Excellence in the Arts Award. A widely published poet and instructor of creative writing and literature at the University of Nevada, Reno, Gailmarie writes of ordinary experiences with a voice that is described as uniquely her own.
Why do I write? This is a difficult question for me to answer in many ways. Would I prefer to be a dancer or a sculptor or a painter? I don't know, because I've never been able to be one of those things. But I could always write, and I was encouraged to write. And I loved stories, and I loved reading. Balancing a teaching career and the need, because I think it's more than a desire for most of us, the need to write is challenging. While I'm teaching, during the course of an academic semester, my students have to come first. It's just really important. I have a personal rule that I don't write on days I teach, because if I start my own project that morning, or if I go back to do a revision on a piece, that's what I'm really thinking about for the rest of the day. And coming up to campus to teach a class then is almost an interference, and that's not fair to the students. So on days I teach, it's all about the students. The great thing about poetry is that it's still an oral medium. It's meant to be heard. It's meant to be uttered. And so I tell the students, read it out loud over and over again. And sometimes you'll take meaning away from it that you didn't know you could even access until you heard that language. Okay. The Governor's Arts Award is an incredible honor for so many reasons, particularly in the category that I'm being honored in, excellence in the arts. I'm a little embarrassed by that because a lot of my friends are painters and sculptors and dancers, and I'm thinking, huh? What's this little poet doing getting this award? But I really think what it means is that Nevada celebrates all of us.
Mexico Vivo from Las Vegas received the Excellence in Folk and Traditional Arts Award for its commitment to preserve and present the traditions of Mexico, Spain, Latin America, and the Latin traditions of the United States.
We started the project 12 years ago when I came to Las Vegas. I was on tour. I was a dancer, and then after our performance, we teach a couple workshops. And some of the participants said that they didn't have any project like the one that we were doing in Las Vegas. And that's when I decided to move to Las Vegas to start the project. That was in 1995. But later, we found out that a lot of countries didn't have folk groups performing their dances. And then that's when I started to teach them some dances from South America, from Venezuela, from Colombia, from Chile, Ecuador, Peru. And the thing is to pass on to the new generations all our roots. Some of them, they have been born here. Some of them, they are not from Mexico. But it's beautiful to know where we are coming from.
It's a lot better than being at home and getting in trouble and doing a lot of stuff like that.
And it's an honor to learn about our Mexican culture. It's also an honor to teach, as well as learn many dances that we don't know about in Mexico.
This dance inspired me. I've gone through struggles, and I like this dance. I'm honored to be Mexican.
Todo el mundo es bienvenido para ser parte de México Vivo. Everybody's welcome to be part of Mexico Vivo.
The award for leadership in the arts education was presented to the Rainbow Company Youth Theater from Las Vegas.
Now, what do you think is going to happen that we might have trouble with here? Collision of groups. No, you have to work through the other group.
I am proudest of the opportunity that we offer for young people to explore their passion. I mean, not every kid wants to play soccer, not every child is gifted in athletics, but I think that theater offers an opportunity for young artists to find their path. And even if they don't go on in theater, I think that the environment of the arts where you can't make a mistake as long as you're true to yourself, where there is no right or wrong answer, is such a wonderful self-esteem builder, and it develops such responsible and wonderful young people. I just am so proud of the kids that we turn out in our program.
In addition to all the onstage stuff that we do at Rainbow Company, the students are also required to learn all of the technical elements. They build the sets, they build the costumes, they build the props, they are ushers, they do all of our front of house help. We try and teach them as a whole. We often make the joke that if it wasn't for all of the technical elements, the actors would be alone and naked in a dark, empty room. So we push them really hard and we get the results.
It's honestly an education that I could never ever get anywhere else in my whole entire life, and especially since I'm learning it so young, it's going to help me for the rest of my life.
It's a tremendous honor to win a Governor's Arts Award. It's such an affirmation that maybe there is recognition out there for the kind of work we do beyond the students that we touch every day and beyond the students whose lives we've influenced over the years. And for such a prestigious award, it's very humbling. You know, we're very excited.
Jill Berryman, Executive Director of Reno's Sierra Arts Foundation, received the award for leadership in the arts individually.
And I was riding in my car. I just sort of fell into arts administration. It's not something that I planned, that I ever thought that I'd do. I just kind of fell into it through museums and history, through a museology class. Right now we're at the Sierra Arts Gallery here at the Riverside Artist Lofts. It's a little noisy and echoey and hummy, and that's, part of a 1927 building. My office is upstairs in the corner up there. It's very messy, and so you're not allowed to go in and see it because there's lots of paper everywhere. But the gallery itself, it is pretty raw, open space, but contemporary and fun in an old historic building. This is probably one of the things that I'm most proud of. Upstairs there are 35 apartments of artist live workspace, 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms, and a whole lot of people who have lived here who this building has really helped their artistic careers. And my whole philosophy has been, if you can help one person change one person's life, then you've done what you're supposed to do in this lifetime.
I think Jill Berryman draws people here. She draws artists here. She drew me here because of her enthusiasm and her vision. Taking a new look at what the arts can do in a community. Jill has inspired me not only to come here, but to get involved in the goings-on of the Sierra Arts Foundation. She draws people in, and she doesn't let you away without getting the best out of you. She's a wonderful lady in that way, and she gets the best out of us all. She's great.
Honored for its dedicated cadre of volunteers, Great Basin Arts and Entertainment of Winnemucca received the award for Leadership in the Arts organization.
Well, it's a great thing for us to win this award this year because, for one thing, it brings recognition to our program and helps us to attract even better and a wider diversity of entertainers. It's also done a lot to help promote our organization and what we're doing in town. There seems to be a lot more interest in the local community to come to some of the events that we have now that they found out we've won this award. The Nixon Opera House was at one time located on this big lawn in the heart of downtown Winnemucca, and it was burnt down by arsonists in 1990. We weren't sure what was going to happen with the cultural scene in Winnemucca, and a small group of friends met, got together, started talking about it, and said, even though we don't have a venue anymore, we need to keep this alive in our city. Finally, we found a comfortable and cozy home at the Martin Hotel. It's a Basque restaurant in Winnemucca. The place is usually just full of people, and the restaurant is packed. Lots of folks will come to have dinner and then come into one of our shows.
I was riding my bike off the mountain, and I was passing by the convention center, and a poster caught my eye. It said William Kittredge, and I'm an Old English major, so that name meant something to me. And I scratched my head and I circled back around, and it said that he was speaking here in Winnemucca.
We listen to the music and we listen to the stories of the old-time music and these ancient stories about community, and here we are sitting in the room sort of knowing that about everyone around us, but just listening to someone else bring it to us. That's my favorite part.
Jim Nichols of Reno was recognized for his 360-degree approach to philanthropy.